Filipinos often refer to the Banaue rice terraces as the eighth wonder of the world, and understandably so. Of all the exquisitely sculpted rice terraces which climb the slopes of the Cordillera in Luzon, the largest island of the Philippine archipelago, those of Banaue are the finest expression of the genius of the local tribe, the Ifugao. After Ferdinand Magellan reached the Philippines in 1521, the mountain people continued to resist the Spanish occupation for 3 centuries. They managed to endow the province of Ifugao with a unique landscape, born of a harmonious complicity between human beings and their environment. In recent years, the outside world has begun to discover the region. Increasing numbers of tourists are making the journey to these beautiful and fertile hills. But with the growing numbers, the newfound wealth has come with some complications. The young now have previously unheard of opportunities to make a living. As a result, many are leaving the farms.
No one is working on them. Like me, if I am left alone, what I can only flood in the paddy is, that's it. Although I need to flood the whole paddy, but if I cannot repair a part of it where the water goes out, then that's abandoned.
60-year-old Pepe has worked these lands all of his life. Here, the men and women carry on the traditions and practices of their ancestors. They use only organic fertilisers and pesticides of plant origin. The Ifugao people prize their tinawan, a fragrant homegrown upland rice. But make no mistake, the lifestyle is harsh. Working without the help of animals and only possessing basic tools, these farmers work crops at altitudes over 1,000 metres high. Pepe's eldest daughter, Elsie, has stayed on the land, but her children have moved on.
Oh, they're not here. They got other places to work.
It was not until the American occupation that began in 1898 and the opening of the highlands by army engineers that the tribes were finally integrated. Despite this, the Ifugao have continued to maintain their tribal traditions, which include dance and art. Today, most of Banaue's young people find it easier and more profitable to work in wood carving shops. Even some of the elders have abandoned farm work to dress up and pose for tourists. The Philippines government is trying to save the rice terraces and plans to begin restoration work this year. One of its goals is to come up with programs to boost young people's incomes from their farm work. But while several programs have focused on the physical preservation of the terraces, using a scientific and technological approach, few efforts have been taken to preserve the indigenous cultures that created them. And it is widely believed that if this culture dies, the farming practices will go as well. Elders like Pepe cannot help but feel sad for what, to them, seems the end of a long-held tradition.
We want to preserve the rice terraces, to keep it there because it's so, it's so valued to us. When there will be no more rice terraces, it seems as the face of our ancestors is erased. And we value very much the rice fields.
But many believe those same local customs and traditions that have kept the culture strong will help many to stay on their land for generations to come.